found all the
What's
equipment,
going
drugs, and
on,
everything anyway.
everybody?
So
Yeah.
we're
So
not saying
they went into a drug den and happened to
Yeah.
get into a
And the-
gunfight with drug dealers.
that's
You
basically
know what really
happened.
gets me though is why is it that the narrative is always as soon as the story hits, the left just jumps on it with this like lynching thing. This
Right.
reminds me of like
Right.
Jussie Smollett. You remember when
Yeah.
the Jussie Smollett thing hit? And
You
just
damn right it's
everybody-
MAGA country.
Everybody said that everybody
Everybody
was saying that we're being lynched now. I mean, I can't speak
Everything's
for
illegal.
everybody.
I'm
but
looking for,
I'm not
I'm
being
looking for
lynched.
one in the studio.
But you know, it's
You
crazy
know,
because you said like everything's a lynching now, but yet it's quiet when remember that shop owner in Texas in the first week of the riots
Oh, yeah.
who was defending his store with
Right.
a with a samurai sword, and
Right.
then they rushed him and beat him. Like I think he recently
He
died.
died. Yeah, he died.
I mean, the amount of people, the guy who was hunted down for just wearing a Trump shirt.
Yeah.
We've seen actual.
But what
lynchings.
about the
Yeah.
black elder guy who was a retired officer
Oh, the
who
police
was
chief.
murdered? Yeah, the
Dorn.
police
What
chief.
about that
Exactly.
Black Lives?
Mr.
So
Dorn?
how's his
What do you think about the debates, man? How did you think he graded?
Man, I don't know about a grade. Maybe a strong B or a C, right around that. Like if you're talking about going back to grade school, get like an 80 on your paper. Get like a strong 80. You can kind of get by with that without getting, in trouble at the house. But I think that the debate would have been better with a couple of small adjustments. Well, I'll take that back. Some big adjustments on one part and small ones on the other part. When we're talking about Trump, he was interrupting a lot in the beginning. If he would have did the interruption, but a little bit less, it would have been perfect. It wouldn't have been too much of an issue at all. But a lot of the interruptions, it was causing Chris Wallace to do more of what he was doing, was basically being on Joe Biden's side. Okay, so anytime he interrupts, he would basically try to stand up for Joe Biden, speaking about Chris Wallace. Now, anytime Joe Biden would interrupt Donald Trump, it wouldn't be the same thing. There would be no Chris Wallace there to try and defend Trump and try to back him up. That wasn't going on. So
Right.
less interruption from the beginning from Trump. It would have been perfect from Trump's point of view. Now, as far as Chris Wallace, man, you're talking about the worst moderator ever. I mean, this was terrible. I'm talking about straight dumpster fire. Your job as a moderator is to be neutral. Okay, you got to make sure everything goes smoothly. Questions get asked and answered. Everything is a nice, smooth transition. But like I was telling you before, it's like Chris Wallace and Joe Biden were like a wrestling tag team. Okay, tag in, boom. Okay, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna attack Trump. Tag in, boom. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna attack Trump. Then it was like they were jumping them, they were banking them. Sometimes they be in the ring at the same time with each other, attacking Donald Trump. When this whole white supremacy thing came around, they both came out at the same time. Okay, you got Chris Wallace saying denounce, denounce. And then Joe Biden says, yeah, denounce them at the same time. So it's like, wow, I'm debating literally two at once, not just two in general taking turns. I'm talking about 2-on-1. It was an unfair fight. So that was a whole crazy thing. Then you got the staff or the administration for the debates talking about they're going to change the rules to have it to where if you go over your time, they're going to mute your mic. Let's see how that goes. I figured that'd be selective because when Joe Biden was interrupting, it wasn't really a big deal. Don't nobody talk about that. And then nobody really says how much time they had to speak in total. Even CNN, which would go in favor of Joe Biden, obviously, they said there was only like a minute difference in the total talk time. I think Trump had 39 minutes and Biden had 38 minutes. So it wasn't that much interruption. Honestly, if you're looking at the actual numbers, it just kind of looked that way because of the way that it was being handled from the so-called moderation. So the debate, it could have been much better. I think that Trump did well as far as actually debating. Biden, all he was able to do.
so on and so forth. Agree.
Jam into it. This the guy who did the MAGA challenge. So, you know, I mean, I gotta support. Yup. Oh man, we're gonna be talking about all that good old-fashioned fake news tonight. Welcome to Kevin's Corner. And today is, what is this, the 30th, somewhere around there? September 30th. We're about to go into October. You know, Halloween, trick-or-treating. I mean, that was all good when you was a kid, but you know, you get older and it's a pain in the butt. It's an inconvenience. So yeah, I will be once again the Grinch, because kids don't even stop at my crib. They walk right past. You know, I cut the light on just to let them know I ain't gonna give you no candy. Click be looking out the curtain like, don't even come up here. My light mean I ain't giving you candy, and I want you to see my face so you will know who the man is that don't pass out the candy. Anyway, so we're going into October, and that means also we're getting closer to this election. And the Dems and the liberal media and all of them, they're fighting. They're fighting like a trapped rat in the corner. I mean, there's some animals that I don't care how small they are. You put them up against the wall, and it's a problem. I don't care if they're cute and fuzzy. Shoot, it could be a hamster. If a hamster's running loose in my house, and I find him in the corner, and he ain't got nowhere to go, he'd take them little hamster teeth and start to gnaw. So that's what they're doing. They're trapped in the corner, and that's what they're doing. They just fighting back like, you know what, we're going to fight. But see, what I don't like about it is when the fighting becomes corrupt. And we're going to be talking about that tonight. So y'all see the number behind me. I know I ain't going to be able to get to a lot of the phone calls, honestly, because, yeah, we got a lot to cover. But before we do that, though, I ran across another hot cut. You know how I am, y'all. You know I love my music and my dances. Gang, gang, gang.
Gun toting, Bible reading, God believe in truth, speaking American. This MAGA season, Democrats, the million trends. I know they think it's sweet, but you don't know who you feeling.
Yeah, man. I'm a gun-toting patriot. Yeah. Anyway, I had to do that. This guy, I've been rocking that song now for a couple days. Somebody sent it to me. I don't know how I found it. I might have found it on somebody's Facebook page, but I was jamming to it. This is the guy who did the MAGA challenge. So, you know, I mean, I gotta support. Yeah, that might just become my secondary opening besides you. Fake news. Now, speaking of fake news, y'all, we gotta get into it. Did y'all see? Big for nothing. Nope.
Was on this last incarceration, which would have made my third incarceration, and age played a big factor also. So,
are you feminine? Do you see yourself as a feminine man?
Some things, yeah.
Yeah, some
I
things.
think femininity is beautiful, and anybody can be feminine.
You think a man is beautiful when he's feminine?
In certain ways.
No, a feminine man is a weak man because he's a woman. He's a beta.
No, he's not, Jesse.
Yeah, he's a beta.
No, he's not.
He is a beta.
A beta.
Bullied right now.
All these women out here looking for a strong man. Why you falling for the lie, man? I am gon' stand. You've been dating women like your mama. Switch the program. 35 and single, trying to mingle. You a no man. You need to forgive to be forgiven. Go back to your father, get to living. Forget about the kissing, all the touching in the city. Forget about the women, all the lesson. Who you kidding? A man that has a temper ain't even a minute up. You can't be a tyrant while you answering the call. PC culture, I ain't cowering to y'all. Real men speak up. What happened? You lose your balls. Okay, so rule number one, you need to always speak truth. Stay connected to your father. Trust me, you can never lose. Rule number two, well, let's just focus on the one. Apart from God, there's nothing you can overcome. Don't be a beta. You need to go back to the creator. Give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't want to be a beta. I'm really saying you need to go back to the creator. You just need to give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't want to be a beta.
Where it's obvious that a woman is about to give birth. She has physical signs of that she is about to give a birth.
Yeah.
Would that still be a point at which she could request an abortion if she was so certified? She's dilating.
She's dilating and she can still kill her baby.
Mr. Chairman, that would be a decision that the doctor, the physician, and the
They
woman.
can kill the baby at dilation.
Allows that.
My bill would allow that, yes.
Amazing.
Support abortion, you a fake, I'm pro-life. You should see my wife, she carries babies so nice. If you a living, you a feminist, then you don't know Christ. You don't think you need a man, it takes a man to grow life.
Until
Man,
birth,
I don't
she's
care to
dilating.
these betas and these cannibals.
Kill her.
Killing all these babies and you thinking I'm a radical. Man, you be up in arms, I started boarding farm animals. But somehow it's okay when it's your kid, man, that is laughable. It's capital murder when you snuff another life. You're headed for the burner if you don't return to Christ. Obama was a beta male, he gave you fake rights. Every time I see that face, I want to break and take flight. Okay, let me calm down. Let's get to rule 2. Never search for a woman, she will find you. Sex before marriage. Take time and just date her. If not, she will turn you to a beta. You need to go back to the creator. Give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't want to be a beta. I'm really saying you need to go back to the creator. You just need to give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't want to be a beta.
Mama.
I am so tired of the heretics watching beta. Preachers on the TV, that's embarrassing. You preaching another Jesus, that's a beta, no comparison. You don't point him to the cross, you point him to a therapist. Penny pinching, pimping out the gospel for $1. Your daddy was a beta, so you never had a father. You were like a slave to the devil with a collar. Now you got some tendencies, your conscience has been sodded. You got a lot of problems, but a woman ain't one. Got the spirit of your mama, not the spirit of the son. You 25 and living with your mama, you a bum, dumbed down, watching CNN, now you're scared of guns. I'm just done, look, I'm just trying to get you on the path. You say that God is love, you forget the other half. He is also wrath, get it right, and he is the creator. Bet my bottom dollar he is not a beta. You need to go back to the creator. Give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't want to be a beta. I'm really saying you need to go back to the creator. You just need to give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't want to be a beta.
Beta, Michael.
No,
Beta.
you are a beta.
Beta.
I am a normal man. You're a beta man.
No, you're not normal. I could think of many words to call you. Normal is not one.
I'm putting this on the bully list.
Amazing. Appreciate you guys for checking in real quick for a late night view. I left me and I got you. Appreciate y'all, man. I was trying to see, is there any other thing I want to show tonight when it's late night? Tuning in, you know, real quick, real fast. This ain't nothing too serious tonight. Let's just see we jam. Jam. bet he did.
You still think this man is racist? You
You're
have
an
a
idiot.
serious problem.
You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
You ain't black.
If you still think this man is racist, you
You're
have
an
a
idiot.
serious
You're
problem.
absolutely
Black.
You have a
idiot.
serious
I
problem.
know.
You have
No.
comprehensive syndrome times
Zero
10 now.
research.
Please just go to an island, maybe a beach, learn
Mhm.
meditation because that really helps clear the mind. Find a God because it's a
Mhm.
grounding,
Mhm.
or higher power, whatever you want to do. You know,
And just stay there.
yeah,
Stay
just
on
stay
that
there.
beach.
And
Yeah.
trust me, it's a better place
Yeah.
to have love in your heart than hate. I mean,
Just saying.
trust me.
Give
We
up
love
the
you.
try.
We love you.
We love
We
you.
love you.
We do.
But I
We
love
love
you
you.
from a
But
distance.
I ain't gonna take your shit.
Okay,
Just-
stay over there.
Way over
Stay
there.
that away. You know what I'm saying?
Just stay
That way. Yeah, back.
that away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
my
deal
Speaking
with
of that away, the march yesterday, we may have found our
Ooh.
new
So, you know,
liberal,
I
liberal crazy.
love
That's
how we've been doing these marches. We've been outspoken. People are loving it, and you notice the crowds are getting bigger.
It's so
and bigger
diverse,
every
too.
The
single
crowd,
time.
Yeah.
the crowd
Black,
yesterday
white,
was
old,
It's so
crazy.
many different people.
so
And there's so many
Even
people of
foreigners.
color, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
See, that's the thing
Like
I love
some
about
people
it.
like were telling me, "Oh, I can't vote, but you know, I'm here
I'm
to
out here.
support."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
that
I'll
means
take it.
something. That's
Yeah.
what America means.
Yeah.
You can't. Tell me another country where people go and they will sit there and march for the country to be that country.
Yeah, you know,
and be
you
like, I can't vote, but I just
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
just
you know,
nowhere.
you know,
I'm here.
foreigners are more proud of
For
this
patriotic.
country
100.
than people that are actually born in
100
this
Than ever
country.
before, too.
Yeah, it's
More
crazy.
patriotic.
It's crazy.
It's because they've lived it.
Exactly.
They've
Communism,
lived it. They've seen
socialism.
A
communism.
lot of
Corruption.
Iranians there.
You see?
A lot of Iranians who are there who are Muslim, right next to Israelis.
Yeah,
Yes.
And European Jews
True
being like,
unity.
nope.
No,
United
yep.
States.
It is
True
United
unity.
States.
Yes.
It is yes, exactly.
Like,
And that's
what are
the
you
unity.
telling me?
Right.
Man, these guys are full of.
And, you know,
They
look at that.
really are.
Look at that imagery. Look at that imagery of those two sides here in the
Ooh.
United States, and it's so proud
That's
of our
America.
How
president.
beautiful is
But
that?
that's America.
That's real
That's
America.
America.
And why are they trying to like
Segregate
separate
us
us?
back. Yeah, exactly.
Divide and conquer. That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Plain and
But,
simple.
Prison
but
politics.
this movement ain't divide and conquer, baby.
Oh man,
It's not.
it gets popping when we
This
go out
movement
there.
is all inclusive.
It
Yeah.
really is.
And
It's
so
everybody and
abrasive,
anybody.
yeah.
That's what I kept saying yesterday. We were going by and some of the people clapping. I'm like, come on in.
Yeah,
The
come on
water's
with us,
fine.
you know what I'm saying?
Test it. Test it. It's good. It's
Just
good.
come on,
Come
put your
on
toe
over.
in it. Put
One
your toe
little
in it,
kid
you know what
whose
I'm
dad was clapping. I was like, come on in, tell your dad it's okay. He kept going. He kept looking at dad like,
Is
are
it-
we gonna
is
go?
it
Like,
that?
I think
Is
so.
it
Like
walking
a little puppy, like a little puppy, like
Yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah.
Really?
It was real.
Can we that,
Yeah,
please?
it was.
You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
You ain't black. Remember, he told us we ain't black. So, you don't know if we ain't black, then we ain't black. Appreciate everybody for coming. Like, follow, share, and subscribe to many things. One of them is DJ Vision Bonnet and Chief Americano. We ain't black. Or you ain't black. All right.
Breonna Taylor, they ended up giving her family $12 million.
So you're in a drug game.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
In a drug game,
Do
you
it.
get killed by the cops who come into a drug den,
You
and your
shoot.
and you shoot, and your family gets $12 million.
What planet did I live in?
Did your
What
mom
planet did I wake up
broke off
Actually,
some money
yeah.
and end up buying some
a new house, new
new
car,
house, like a
everything
Bentley
like
or
that.
something like that.
And think
Hey,
about
do
this.
whatever you want with the
You know what
money,
I'm
but like,
And actually, this is a message, right? Because I'm from Chicago and I actually personally know people who do this type of stuff. I'm telling you, females don't do this. You letting these men use your address and you get sucked into the game. You know you getting this work. You know you doing all this illegal stuff, and then you surprised when your door get kicked down. Like that don't make
bullets
sense.
aren't sexist.
Exactly.
They're not. They have no names.
Racist.
It's like
Hey, they have no
you
names.
know that again.
No names.
Except for
Like
who
she
made
was
it on the
knee
back
deep
of
in
the-
the she was knee deep in the game. Like she was in the game.
Yeah, I mean,
For
if
real.
you're dealing drugs, obviously your girlford gonna know.
Right.
I mean, let's just keep
But
it
not
real.
even that,
together,
like, she
too.
helping
Exactly.
you run it.
Yeah, exactly. No, the boyfriend actually admitted that she's the one that deals with the money.
So come on,
Well, I mean,
like,
like-
don't be surprised.
I mean,
She's in the game.
like Siaka said.
But
Remember
Siaka
that
said,
song,
If you
Fatty
play,
Wap had Trap Queen?
Yeah.
see, if you play stupid games,
what do you get?
you're gonna win.
Be my trap
Very
queen.
stupid prices.
Very stupid.
Very
Very
stupid
stupid prices.
Like,
Yep.
What do you expect is going to happen in a situation where you're in the game? You're in
Yeah.
the
Deep.
trap game.
deep in the game.
You see what I'm saying?
To the session where you're getting investigated for a murder rap.
Her car, the rental car was under her name with a dead body.
Come on now. This is
Wait,
what you
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of a murder investigation.
You won't find that on CNN.
Oh, it goes against the narrative.
That's
You
what.
can't put forth the truth.
So this is what we're talking about. Is that with every single incident, the narrative is put out, but it's completely the opposite. Everything that you hear is always the lie, and then now it's justification to burn down more Black communities. It's not like we're protesting or nothing like that. So when we're talking about this, we need to stop. It needs to stop. We need to stop.
But here's and then I mean for me, and I'll keep saying this until people actually like the mainstream media or whatever start to give a damn.
Yeah.
But we're gonna march for her. But we have literally we lost 38 kids in just July alone in Chicago. In Chicago. And I'll say it over and over. And if people getting tired of it, well, let's do
double down.
Double down. Their name then.
Let's say it again.
Tired of it.
Say their name.
We're sitting there. We want to say her name as person involved in the selfish game that does actually real harm to the community.
Yes.
But yet these little kids from
they do nothing.
10-month-old around the corner from where my mom lived to 2-year-old, 5, 6, 8, 12, 18-year-old, 15-year-old Black boys and girls, boom, gone. And we're not saying anything else.
Nothing.
You lose me with
They
that
hurt,
every
man.
single time.
They
You're
hurt.
never
You
gonna-
can't.
I don't care what you say, man, because all that shit's fake.
It really is.
Kids
really
can't
is.
defend themselves, dude.
Yeah.
That's the thing I always say. So when you're saying, "Oh, Black Lives Matter," does it? Because those harmless children that can't do anything, can't barely raise their hand to raise a gun, they couldn't defend themselves. What's up?
So I mean, at the end of the day, I think what we're all trying to say is that with this Breonna Taylor case and Black Lives Matter, everybody has a right to protest, but these riots need to stop. It needs to stop like yesterday, like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
It
but
needs to
also
stop.
the thing that worries me about this whole situation with Breonna Taylor is this is the furthest I've seen in my adult life of the actual truth and details and the nitty gritty being representative in the media as completely different than what really happened.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you talk about 1930s propaganda in Western Europe, it was like, oh no, the Jews weren't beaten and taken away. No, they left. No, they just left. You know, they never really got
they can
along.
identify each other.
Makes sense to me.
They chose that.
They wanted that.
And this is the biggest case I have seen of just, I mean, when Rodney King happened, I was a kid. Dude, when you would be talking about that with friends, people knew the timeline. We knew what street corners the freaking riots started on. You knew everything from the detail of the guy that was pulled out of the truck. Like, it's just everybody was on the same page. And if you're watching these media outlets now, you literally think a poor innocent girl who was basically one step away from being a doctor, life was senselessly snuffed out by a bunch of racist cops who literally just wanted to go guns blazing Quentin Tarantino style.
But you know what, too? Like, that just goes to speak for me about like the hypocrisy on the left. Because if it's really like they claim to be like the champions and saviors of Black lives, but you can waste Black lives in like many ways, right? Not just by killing somebody. What about all of the thousands of Black lives that they waste in the prison system by giving people life sentences for marijuana, right? These people that are running right
Well,
now,
who's
Joe
the
Biden
they
and
in
Kamala,
that story?
specifically
That one's Kamala Harris in California, dude.
Jim Crow Joe, specifically Jim Crow Joe and Kamala Harris, right? These are the two people. It's Harris it's the Harris Biden ticket, right? Harris is running
anti-Black ticket.
And DP is the
you ain't black ticket.
The you ain't black ticket, right? And that's what it is. Like, they've locked up so many Black people. So what about those lives? Do those lives matter?
No, they ain't gonna talk about that. They ain't gonna talk about that.
Right.
They don't talk about no Black lives besides the ones that are killed by white guys. It's literally 1% of the time.
And as we've seen, it's a lot of sketchy situations.
Right.
Well, so what's the fix though? Like,
what we're seeing,
am I going to live my adult life just knowing that every time an African American gets shot under anything less than questionable, is it going to be riots now? What's
what we're ultimately seeing is the downfall of the Democratic Party.
Oh,
it is.
We're seeing.
I like that you said that.
Oh, come on, Siaka. Who's going to hate on the conservatives? Where are the liberals going to go? This can't be the downfall of the Democratic Party.
But I'll say the Democratic Party as we know it, right? So that old coalition of the willing, that's gone. They've lost that. The progressive don't even like Joe Biden. The AOC is getting ready to. She's trying to make her own moves, make coup for Schumer's seat. This shit, they're infighting. Obama, they don't listen to Obama. We talked about this last night. He said if during the primaries you need to stop attacking each other because it's like a circling firing squad, or you'll take each other out. What are they doing?
Wait, so you're saying they don't even listen to Obama now?
Obama, the Time
not
magazine,
anymore.
in the beginning of the primaries had him as Obama was really a conservative.
Right.
They wrote that in the Time.
Because,
cover of
dude, I
Time.
just got kicked out of
So-
a mattress store for having said something bad about Obamacare. The manager literally kicked me
That's
out and said,
fantastic.
I won't let anybody speak ill of President Obama in my store.
Hey,
And literally told me to leave.
wait till all the Durham investigation's done because it's already coming out.
Yeah,
that
we getting
dude
ready for that.
and that whole
Yes,
administration
indeed.
is literally
Obama Justice
documents
Department.
documents
Obama.
showing that they were spying on the candidate, didn't tell him, and continue to spy. That they lied to get General Flynn in there, who's a
Come on.
5-star general. And if you don't feel that they can come after you, this guy's a 5-star general.
Yeah.
This guy sat
Yep.
there and fought for this country
Yep.
and has military behind him. Actually has money. Imagine what they
They
can
can
do.
go-
Anybody
yeah,
sitting here.
Exactly.
So this stuff is real. What's happening right now? They're everything, and it's not a coincidence that stuff happened there with Breonna Taylor on the same day that
Hey.
Hunter Biden's financials
Yep.
come out.
Yep.
And
Yep.
a lot of the money's going to fucking sex
Let's
trafficking.
go.
That
Let's
stuff's
go.
it's not an accident.
Yeah.
Crazy. Appreciate everybody for checking out and coming in. Like, follow, share, subscribe, and it's your boy DJ Vision. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. Once again, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Appreciate you for coming in.